This is Garrett Fry, the 3D digital map painting sequence lead for the cemetery sequence, and we're looking at shot 1406. So let's play that. So we have kind of a shaky handheld camera move going through this cemetery. The cool thing about this shot is that the lighting is so beautiful, and there's so much that could be done with this. And so as far as eye candy goes. So we've got this area here, and we have a bunch of different areas here throughout this shot that we could be adding in gravestones. So the direction we've been given is to add more gravestones to this area. That on location they weren't allowed to add anything because it's a historical place, but the director came back and said we need more gravestones. And so what we're going to want to do is just beautify this shot with different gravestones. And the cool thing, like I said, is the lighting. So if you look at this gravestone right here and how beautiful that is being rimlit, this one here is being rimlit. All of these over here have some rim light to them. So the things that you add, you can have a dappled light quality to it, and you can have some rim light. So if you did something on the ground, which like one of those embedded gravestones, you can maintain the dappled light that is in the plate. You can pull a key off of the plate and apply that in an adjustment layer onto the embedded gravestones. Or if you have a standing gravestone here, make sure you can angle it in such a way that you can maximize the rim light quality of it in there. Go ahead and get rid of this guy here. We've been getting rid of that guy in some other shots, and that's a bit more of a modern piece. So we're going to want to get rid of that and just have fun with the shot, and make sure you are matching the blackness level and the saturation level and all of those in order to really integrate all of your pieces into this shot. You can look at all the gravestones that are next to the gravestones that you're using and use those as reference, because you can see the black levels back here are very different than the black levels up here. Also in this shot, there's an opportunity to put something down in the bottom of the frame that we're passing over, which is a really cool look. And for all of these gravestones, these back here will be cards, probably somewhere around here. All of them would be cards. All this stuff up here will have some kind of geometry that you project onto, because you're going to be seeing some parallax. And so do some tests on your shot, see what kind of detail you need to build into the models that you're projecting onto. You can use some of the photogrammetry assets. If you wanted to build something out as a full CG asset, then you can do so with some of those assets. There's tons of photos to create a model from. Or you can, which is the faster way, is just to create a projection setup and just look in that library, because there's a huge selection of gravestones to do that with. Before starting out on the shot, it's really important to familiarize yourself with the extensive photo reference in the library. It is worthwhile to do quick matte painting concepts so you can start to understand what kind of photography works for what particular situation. Also, make sure you're utilizing the asset library, especially for those shots that require continuity between environments. These assets can be a huge help, and remember that every asset has high resolution photography, so if the asset is not high enough resolution when rendered, you can overlay it with photography.